Friends, I'm coming to you with 3 things that I learned in my healing process. And I want you to know that it's not something that's going to happen overnight. Just think about the things that you've been through and how long you've been through it. Just like if we were to take a diet and we had 20 pounds to lose and we thought we were going to lose 20 pounds overnight. Doesn't happen that way, does it? We wish it did sometimes, depending on where you're at in your health journey. But I'm going to tell you that when we're in our healing process, that it is a up and down, ebb and flow kind of a journey. And, my husband was talking to me the other day and he's like, I saw this picture where we want our healing to be from here to here. But really normally what it looks like is like this. And then we get to it, right? So I was like, yeah, totally. That's about what it looks like. And I've seen that picture in other areas of study, like in the grief process and different things like that. So I've seen those kinds of pictures in many scenarios, but he's right. Like that's how we want it. We want it from here to here, but it doesn't work that way. I also wanted to share with you just something that my friend sent me the other day and tagged me on Facebook. And I was like, oh, I hate getting tagged on things, but there's some things that I just really like when my friends know me. So they know when they tag me on something, I'm like, okay, we're keeping that one. So 3 things, okay, to know what I learned on my healing process and what I've learned along the way. I am not healed and whole until I get to heaven, but I certainly am a long way ahead of where I used to be, a long time forward, okay? So number 1, it's not always going to be fluid or sequential. And so just like we talked with that straight line or that squiggly line, the journey is not fluid or sequential. We would love to just hop in that river of trial and just swim to the other side or take a boat to the other side and it'd be easy. There'd be no storms, just be sunshine and breeze the whole way, but that's likely not how it's going to happen. And so let's just prepare by having the tools and the things we need in our boat. Number 1 tool and thing you need, I wouldn't say that this person is a tool, but number 1 person you need in your boat is Jesus, okay? And so if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, we certainly need to talk. I need you to go on my website and book my free gift to you, a free 60-minute discovery call or coaching session, however you want to call it. But book that with me, and we are certainly going to talk about Jesus because I did not get to where I am in my healing process without Jesus, okay? So number 2, and that leads me to number 2, just because you're a believer doesn't mean you aren't afraid. There are many times in God's word that he says, do not fear, do not be afraid, fear not. And so I know that was one of the biggest things I had to overcome, one of the greatest obstacles. And it took me over 10 years, friends, before I came to that part of my healing journey. And so I want you to know that if you're there and you're afraid, that I can help you with that. I want you to also go on my website and book a coaching session with me, my free gift to you, if you're dealing with fear and you're not sure which way to go next, okay? Number 3, having real deal friends is vital to your growth and healing. You need community. We were designed for community. If you have read the Bible in any capacity, you know that Adam and Eve were formed by God and breathed his breath into their bodies, okay? So know that Adam was created first, and then God was like, oh, he shouldn't be alone, and created Eve. And so we were designed to be in community and to do life together. And so I want you to be surrounded and get those group of people that you know. And here's the thing, it will likely not be more people than you can count on one hand, okay? And so get those people in your circle, in your life, that you know that you can bring your hurts, your pains, your struggles, your fears, your joys, your sorrows, whatever it is. Know that you have those people in your circle. And I can be one of those people as your coach. And so make sure that you take that opportunity as well, if that's something that fits you and your lifestyle. So with that, having the real deal friends, my friend sent this to me the other day and I was like, this is brilliant. But it says friendships, real versus toxic. And I will plug this into the video maybe, but I will pop this in and let you see what these points are. But just the first couple ones, it says they call you just because they miss you is a real friend, versus a toxic friend is someone that calls you when they just want something, right? And anybody else had those people in your life? Yeah, me too. And then it's okay to both have other friends. So like that person is okay with you having other friends. But a toxic friendship, they don't like your other friends, or they tell you, oh, I only like these people out of your friends. Okay, we might need to work on that. All right. And I know that maybe you've been friends with someone for a long time. You're like, I don't really know how to fix that or help that. Well, maybe talk about it first, acknowledge the fact that there's an issue, and then sit down and talk with that friend. And if that friend's like, I don't have a problem, well, there's your answer right there, friends. Okay. So 1, it's not always going to be fluid and sequential in your healing process. 2, just because you're a believer doesn't mean you're not afraid. There are going to be moments when you're afraid, and it's going to be scary, and it's going to be messy to go through the healing process, but it's totally worth it, friends. And then having real deal friends is vital to your growth and healing. So I hope that you have these 3 things. And if you don't, I want you to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on my website. You can reach out to me in a free coaching call. You can reach out to me in many different ways on Instagram. Primarily. I am on Facebook, but not all the time. And so reach out to me any way that you can if you have questions or you need help with some things. And I would be glad to coach you along the way and help you with some things. And so thank you for being here. And I look forward to talking with you next time.